Hi and welcome back to the Cheeky Crypto Podcast. My name's Chris and it's fantastic to have you back with us for another podcast video. In today's podcast, I'm going to highlight the 5 top altcoins priced under 1 cent right now that I think have the biggest potential in the space. If you think I've missed any off this list, do let me know in the comments below. But these are altcoins under 1 cent. So one thing that I would say is we're probably looking to rename the podcast channel, the Cheeky Crypto Podcast, to something else like Cheeky Crypto. I guess, what should we call it? Let me know in the comments below. I was thinking Cheeky Crypto Fundamentals, but maybe something a little bit more slicker. Let me know in the comments below. And let's get down to the desktop. So we're going to start here, and the first one that I want to talk about is SHIB, or Shiba Inu. Now, why do I call this one out? Everybody knows I'm not really fond of, meme coins, but there's going to be utility back in this one. But, not only that, SHIB has a large and growing community. The SHIB army is one of the most active and passionate communities in the crypto space. This community has helped drive the price of SHIB up in the past, and I think it could do in the future. SHIB has a number of partnerships and developments in the pipeline, and these are really, really exciting, particularly around the decentralized exchange and so on. And then SHIB is a relatively new project, right? There's still heaps of potential that could be built onto the SHIB ecosystem. It's a meme coin at the moment, but the prices are volatile and unpredictable. We've got to be, aware of the risks as well. There's a large supply, again, something that I'm not really keen on. And, the reason why I've never invested in, some of these projects is because of the tokenomics. But, I think that in the future, it will have a level of backing when it comes to the utility and stuff like that. So yeah, look, let me know your thoughts, your opinions on this in the comments below. I think that it's one of those projects that really does have a pretty sizable opportunity. I mean, look at that for a price, 0.00001024. And like for me, I would be only buying these on the pullbacks and looking at opportunities. The other thing that I would also be looking at is projects that are up and coming that are going to be on the SHIB ecosystem. Those are, some of the calls that I would make. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on this one in the comments below. Moving on, and again, it's another sort of meme coin. Again, it's not really one that I would ever invest in. There's no real backing. It is a meme coin, and I don't tend to invest in meme coins. So I want to be really clear. I'm highlighting this because I think it's got potential. I think that the community, the PEP community, could push this one back up, and we could see some good price discovery, particularly in a bull market. It's got lots of people sort of behind this one, but other than that, there's really not much else going on when it comes to this project. Currently at 0.00003153, and again, if I was going to be getting into this one, I'd be looking for much cheaper prices. But let's move on. Let's go on to some of the projects that I think have a lot more utility and could potentially do some really interesting things in the future. So moving on, the next one is BitTorrent. So why should we be, I guess, bullish on BitTorrent? It's a well-established and proper file sharing protocol. It has over 100 million active users and is responsible for over 40% of all internet traffic. This gives BitTorrent a large and captive audience that could be used to promote BTT. BitTorrent is transitioning to a blockchain-based platform, and again, this is super exciting. They have some big partnerships and major, these are with major companies as well. So again, I think this is something that's really, really cool. You're talking about like the likes of Tron, you're talking about non-fungible token marketplaces and stuff like that. And look, it's relatively cheap, and I think because it's cheap, again, people are gonna want to ape into these projects, particularly new people. When we go into the bull market, they're going to be looking at these projects, they're going to be seeing some utility, and they are going to be in my opinion looking at these as really cheap prices, and that meaning it can go much higher, even though that strictly isn't always the case. There is a security risk that we need to obviously be making people aware of. Obviously, security vulnerabilities are things that we should be aware of. Hackers, could disrupt BTT, for example. They face competition with other file sharing protocols, and it's not backed by any physical assets as well. So I want to cover the good, the bad, the ugly, but I do quite like this project in the respect of the price bracket that we're looking at here today. Again, lots of zeros followed by a 4561, again down 1.42% at the time of recording this video. Moving on, and we've got ReserveRight. For me, ReserveRight is a really interesting project. It's a project that has the potential to do really well, and I quite like the use case for this one as well. And I do think that this one will get a lot of, attention in the next bull market, right? So ReserveRight has a strong team of developers and advisors, and I think this will do them, proud in the next bull market. ReserveRight has a clear roadmap. The team has outlined plans to develop a number of products and services, including decentralized exchanges, lending platforms, and payment networks, and so on. Again, we look at the good, we look at the bad. It's not widely adopted just yet. It's a centralized project in many ways, and it's not backed by any physical goods. So again, just want to highlight the differences in some of these projects and be quite clear with everybody. Currently priced at 0.002098, down 5.62% at the time of recording. Again, a project that actually on this list, out of all of the projects on this list, it is one of the projects that I think has probably the biggest potential. But yeah, let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. Moving on to the fifth and the final one will be HollowChain. I think that this is a really interesting project. It's a project that I think that we could see some gains from. I think that it's a project that has good potential. It has a lot going for it, a big following as well on social media. This is a decentralized hosting platform, means that it can be used to host applications and websites without the need of centralized servers. It's a scalable platform as well, has a strong community, which I mentioned, and it's still in development. So those are the positives that I take for this particular project. On a more risk sort of viewpoint, it's not widely adopted. It's quite a complex project for people to understand, and I think that could potentially be softened a little bit to help new people getting into the project and getting more bullish on it. And I also think that it's not backed by any physical assets as well. So again, we should be mindful of all of that stuff. There will be demand, though, saying all of that, for decentralized hosting. I think this is a sector that is growing, and we need to be aware of that. And be mindful that we should be looking to the future and not just heavily focused on the now. It's currently priced at 0.001264, down 1.72% at the time of recording. And again, this is something that I think we should be keeping an eye on. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, mash up that like button. It does support the channel, both on Twitter and on YouTube. Share the video if you enjoyed the content. Like I say, we really do appreciate that aspect of things. Subscribe on the YouTube channel and select all notifications so you never miss a video. And I will catch you in the next one. Take care.